Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start in a short while. Would request all the students to please put your mobiles on silent mode. Good afternoon, esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, respected faculty, and dear students. It is our great honor to welcome you all to this distinguished international conference on sustainability and technology in higher education. I want to keep it very brief because there's a paucity of time. I would request Honorable Chair, Dr. Gurinder Singh Sir, to please declare this conference open. And as a protocol, we'll start off with the UAE national anthem. I would request all of you to please rise for the national anthem. Going forward, I would request Dr. Rafeed Al-Khader, Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Dubai, to please step forward to the podium and deliver his welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Honorable Founder, President, Chancellor, Group VC, Dr. Gurinder Singh, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Saif, distinguished guests, faculty members, esteemed speakers, and participants. Good afternoon. It's my profound honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to the first International Conference on Sustainability and Technology in Higher Education, presented by Amity University in Dubai. Let me begin by expressing our deepest gratitude to our honorable founder, President Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the visionary leader of the Amity Education Group. Sir, your relentless dedication and education and innovation continues to inspire us and guide this remarkable global community towards excellence. I'm also delighted to welcome Dr. Atul Chauhan, Chancellor, Amity University. Under your dynamic leadership, Amity has achieved extraordinary milestones, becoming a global leader in education and research. Your vision for innovation and excellence serves as a beacon for everyone in the Amity family. And it's a privilege to have your presence at this landmark event. I would also like to warmly welcome Professor Gurinder Singh, Group Vice Chancellor of Amity Universities. Your leadership and invaluable insights have been instrumental in shaping the global stature of the Amity Education Group. Thank you for gracing this conference with your presence and contributions. Professor Singh will be announcing few initiatives later on that we can work on to enhance the position of Amity Dubai and Amity in general. He will tell us the details in a bit, and hopefully we will be working on these details at a later stage in the process. I would also like to share that our CEO, Dr. Wajahat Hussain, has conveyed his best wishes for the success of this conference. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us tonight. His leadership and unwavering support have been instrumental in empowering us to organize such impactful initiatives that advance academic dialogue and global collaboration. This event marks a pivotal moment in the dialogue on sustainability and technology in higher education. It is a testament of our collective commitment to addressing the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead of academic institutions worldwide. Today, we gather here both physically and virtually as a global network of educators, researchers, and practitioners dedicated to fostering sustainable progress. As we embark to this journey, let us remember that innovation thrives in collaboration and solutions emerge when minds from diverse disciplines come together with a shared vision. Over the next 2 days, I urge you all to engage actively, share your ideas passionately, and embrace the opportunity to learn and grow. On behalf of Amity University Dubai, I extend my welcome to our keynote speakers, panelists, and every individual who has worked tirelessly to bring this conference to fruition. Let this gathering set a benchmark of how academia can lead transformative change through sustainability and technological advancement. Once again, welcome to this international conference. Let us make this event a resounding success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, respected Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now call upon our Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Dubai, Professor Dr. Saif Al-Sairi, to deliver his special address. Amidst your applauses, we hand it over to our Vice Chancellor.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues and participants. Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan, Honorable Chancellor Dr. Atul Chauhan, Group Vice Chancellor Dr. Gurinder Singh, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to welcome you to the first International Conference on Sustainability and Technology in Higher Education 2024. On behalf of Amity University Dubai, thank you for joining us, whether in person or virtually. I would like to start by commending the organization committee for their exceptional efforts in bringing this landmark event to life. Their hard work and vision have created a platform for meaningful dialogue and collaboration. The theme of this conference, Sustainability and Technology in Higher Education, is both critical and timely. As we navigate global challenges, the integration of sustainable practices and innovation in education is a necessity. This event unites thought leaders and practitioners to explore ideas that can shape a brighter and a more sustainable future. Dubai, with its vision and commitment to sustainability, is the ideal setting for these discussions. And at Amity University Dubai, we remain dedicated to nurturing talent and research that align with sustainable development goals. I would want to make sure that we benefit the most out of this 2 days conference, as this is one of the most impressive conferences that I would at least is very dear to my heart. Both sustainability and education, they walk side by side, and they've always been integrated in a way and making sure that practitioners and ideas unite together. So please, let's share, collaborate, engage during this couple of days and make sure that we make this educational institute role, get it to a different level. So thank you very much again. and welcome to Amity.
Thank you so much, Vice Chancellor. It is also now my equal privilege to call upon humbly on stage Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh, sir, Group Vice Chancellor, Amity Universities. He's also my teacher, ladies and gentlemen. So he will introduce you to the theme and give you a short overview of Amity Group as well. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Maruth. Some days are very important. They are historical. They are inspiration to everyone. And great to see many inspirational leaders who are here. There's a book written by two Harvard professors, Smith and Thomas. And Professor Smith and Thomas say that there are two kinds of people. First are the people who will always encourage you. They will always try to inspire you. They will like to always tell you that go beyond horizon. And then there are second set of people who will always have a feeling of questions and negative remarks. We are so privileged that in Dubai, in Middle East, today in our Dubai campus, we have got the first great people. And as in this book, they say balcony people. All balcony people are present. So give a huge applause to all those, the first class people, the balcony people who are present here. We have been joined by our very respected founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, under whose leadership Amity has taken a step to open up the global campuses, not only in India, but in 16 countries. Dr. Atul Chauhan, who himself is a product of London School of Economics and very ably leading all the Middle East initiatives and the initiatives worldwide. A very able Vice Chancellor of Dubai, Amity University Dubai, Dr. Saif, who is one of the known scientists. And I was just looking at the kind of citations he had. I think one of the highest citations he has, very able scientist on whom we feel so proud. Dr. Rafid, who is our very new Vice Chancellor, very warm welcome to you. We know him from long. I think that I met him a number of times when he was working with the Liverpool. Very distinguished audience which is here. I can see Professor Abdul Razak, who's the President and CEO of American University in Emirates. Thank you so very much for coming. We met a couple of times, a number of conferences, but really privileged to see you. Persons of your stature, academics, I think that you are a testimony of inspiration to all of us. Mr. Subodh Kumar Dubey, who's a group CIA of Isa Slay Al Gur Group. We always say that universities have no meaning if they don't work very closely with the industry. And when Dr. Chauhan was creating universities worldwide, this was a dream that any country where we go, we should be able to work with very, very closely with the industry. Very honored with your presence. Dr. Aftab Hassan, who's the chairman and CEO Risk Exchange, Dubai International, very honored with your presence. Mr. Sunil Nair, CIO of Mazid Al Fawtain Retail. Thank you so very much for coming and joining us. Mr. Sunil Nair, Dr. Nilay Ranjan Singh, CEO of one of the largest banks of the world and from India, State Bank of India, Dubai International Financial Center, really honored with your presence. Please keep coming. Our students, they need your blessings, internships, of course, projects from your side. Mr. Vikram Krishna, co-founder of the Sacred Groves. Know him for his wonderful work which he is doing in sustainability management, which is a theme of this conference. Mr. Vineet, who's the Group Chief Information Officer of Aster DM Healthcare, one of the most respected companies. Professor Ahmed Hassan, Dean of the College of Engineering of National University of Science and Technology, again, one of the brand names in the field of academics. Dr. C.A. Sahitya K. Chaturvedi, thank you so much for coming. I know that how busy you were, but then in the morning when we called you, he said that, okay, fine, I'll come very briefly, but very honored with your presence and the work which you are doing at IBPC. We want to work from Dubai campus very closely with you. By Mr. Aditya Singh, who's the head of International Jewelry Business Titan Company Limited, and very importantly, the representatives of KHDA. Give a huge applause to them. I think if MIT University is existing and Dr. Atul Chauhan is sending his special regards and respect for you. We know Miss Aisha Miran, your CEO, very closely and have been working, and our Vice Chancellor has very good links with KHDA. But we would like to welcome Mr. El Meher Ahmed, who's the head of Education, Knowledge and Human Development, and I think your colleague, Mr. Khalid Alvedi, who's the Regulation and Permit Commission Knowledge Human Development Authority. Very warm welcome to all of you. I'm also very excited to welcome all the very leading researchers from across the globe who will be presenting their papers. This is a very prestigious conference. To get Springer to Middle East and especially to Dubai campus was not an easy job. They have a very stringent criteria choosing universities and then choosing the researchers. So very thankful to the entire team of Springer that they have given their good wishes. The articles which have been shortlisted, we have been given to understand that there were more than 700 articles which came to us, out of which we have shortlisted only 28, which will be the part of the proceedings of this book, but very high-powered research book, which we will be presenting it to Dubai, to KHDA, that this is what our commitment was, that when we were creating MIT University Dubai, that from a group like MIT, we should be able to contribute towards the research. Very able faculty members from Dubai campus on whom we always feel so proud, and we say one of the best teams we have been able to have it from here. And also study abroad students. They have come from the various campuses from India and from our other campuses. Give a huge applause to all of them, those who are here. Very happy to meet you today in the morning and can see the energy you have brought and the kind of training and the kind of international exposure you are getting. But students, please believe me that the kind of audience you're getting today, one side academics, research scholars, the other side industry, you will not get a chance to listen to them again. So listen to them very, very carefully. And these are the companies with whom you will be later on working. You'll be getting experience. And not every day such CEOs and presidents will come, note down each of their point. It's a full MBA for you. It's a full BS program. It's full engineering for you if you listen to their 5 minutes. So once again, give a huge applause to all of them. I have been told that I have to give a brief about MIT Group and then some new initiatives which we have been discussing since yesterday, that how we should strengthen our campuses in Middle East, especially Dubai campus. I'll just give you a brief about MIT. MIT is a brainchild of our founder, a great visionary leader who, after spending more than 3 decades in Europe, came back to Asia, came back to India, to create institutions worldwide. So what you see today with about 250,000 students, with 12 universities, no education group in India has been able to create 12 universities in India and 16 foreign campuses worldwide. In London, we have got a university status. In Singapore, if you come from the MRT station, the largest and the biggest building you will find, 8th floor, is our Singapore campus. In New York, again, the only Asian group which has got 175 acres campus. We are at New York. In Dubai, we have got this humble presence where you are all sitting. In Abu Dhabi, in Sharjah, in Mauritius, in South Africa, Kenya, China, Amsterdam, San Francisco, Tashkent, and very soon coming up in Australia and in Canada as separate individual universities. 28 schools and preschools, 2,000 acres of campuses, 20 million square feet of buildings, 400 programs, more than 2,200 patents, 5,000 case studies, which any business school in the country has ever produced, out of which 1/3 are virtual, and video cases, research projects, alumni across the world, and ranked as the #1 private university from the last 7 years in India. Amongst the top 3% universities globally, and in terms of employability, it is amongst the top 1%. The Dubai campus where you are sitting, you'll be very happy to know, I was discussing with the leadership team here, 90% of the students are employed within no time by the time they graduate from our Dubai campus. Give a huge applause to Dubai campus. These are the top universities of India, and you will find that IIT Mumbai, IISc Bangalore, MIT University, University of Delhi, University of Calcutta, as per the QS ranking, again, they are the most employable universities. In terms of internationalization, no university is even close to MIT. The #1 university in international research rankings, in international students, outbound students. That is what we have been able to do. This slide will give you that how we benchmark School of Business, our School of Communication, our law school, School of Biotechnology, our School of Journalism, our law schools. They are the best known brands in the world today. All sustainability management is the topic today. We not only run and do research, but our campuses, they are also platinum certified. So we truly believe this fantastic building of MIT University Dubai, if you come up, you feel so much energy in it. And my congratulations to the Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, for such a great building. Sunlight is there in abundance. So the moment you come, you get an energy. And in India, we say that where the sunlight comes first, you get an energy. So I think that this brings a lot of positivity. Thank you so very much for doing that. For those who who don't know MIT Indian campuses, I just wanted to show you the photographs so that you know that what we have. This is about 100 acres campus we have in Noida. This is our flagship campus from where we started up. This is a Lucknow campus. We call it White House of India. So if you go there, along with the education, we concentrate on a lot of literary values here. This is our Jaipur campus, and I can see a few students from Jaipur. It's again 140 acres campus, beautiful landscape, a lot of research on sustainability management and on agriculture sciences. This is our Gurgaon campus, which is led by a very strong leader, Dr. Asim Chauhan, who's a chancellor of Gurgaon campus. This is again a campus which is concentrating more on incubation. Dr. Asim Chauhan, like his elder brother who runs and who is a head of this campus, is a chancellor of this university. And he's a product of Wharton School. This is our Gwalior campus. This is our Mumbai campus. And I can see Mumbai students here. If you can raise hands, there are few. Yeah, feel so proud on you. Give a huge applause to them. Feel so proud on all of you. Yeah, Mumbai we say that it's a financial capital. So good to see that they are here. Truly very happy to see you. Our Raipur campus, our Kolkata campus, our Ranchi campus, our Patna campus, our Mohali campus, and I can see a few students from Mohali also here, from Chandigarh, where we are running a lot of international programs. This is our new Bengaluru campus, a very high-tech campus we have been able to build up. Not only that, we are bringing some of the top brands under the visionary leadership of Dr. Chauhan, who works very closely with the Prime Minister's office. The new education policy of India, which you see, our founder and our chancellor have contributed quite significantly. And the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister was that we should be able to bring some of the leading universities of the world to India and some of the leading brands in the school education to India. We became the first education group to bring most premium brand of UK, Harrow Schools. It is fully operational residential campus now in Bengaluru. You're so proud. You can give applause if you want. And not only here, we are opening now Harrow School to New York. So taking UK to USA, taking a few brands from India to Middle East, and then from Middle East, bringing people to closer. I think education is about diversity. I was today in the morning, in the office of the Pro Vice Chancellor. One thing which I found the most inspiring was the quotation which was there, which it said that there is a unity in diversity. I loved it, right? And then yesterday, I was just looking at the photograph of the ruler of the UAE, and I was really very impressed by his global vision. And we truly want to contribute towards this economy. We want to bring diversity as one of the important features. We have got a lot of respect for the culture here. And I think that the students who have come here, they have not only liked the academic environment, they have loved the cultural environment here. And these are the campuses. This building where you are sitting, it's a Dubai campus. This also got award in 2019 as the best campus providing infrastructure. That's a photograph of our chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, on the Forbes front page. These are our two campuses in Singapore. This was earlier the building of Chicago Business School. And now we have got this building again in Singapore. This is in London. We share the wall with the British Museum. This is our MIT University in London, one of the most premium locations where we work very closely with Birkbeck College, University of London, where the students, they attend classes. This is our campus in Uzbekistan. The Prime Minister and the Honorable President of Uzbekistan, they were in India, and they said that we want that from India, someone should come, support their economy, and create the first ICT university. So MIT became the partner of government of Uzbekistan. So first ICT university we have been able to give to Uzbekistan in Tashkent. And similar initiatives we are taking in the other countries there as well. This is MIT Mauritius. This is our school in Amsterdam. Similarly, the government in Amsterdam, they called us and we were invited, and this is our institution in Netherlands. These are our schools in Abu Dhabi, and thankful to the community of the Middle East, that those who are supporting it. This is our building in New York. It's 175 acres, beautiful building with a private beach. And now Harrow School coming up there, and one of the largest centers, research centers of the world we have been able to do. Not only that, we believe that we need to integrate the word. First time in the history of India, the largest number of Australian students from a Group 8 university called Monash, they came to India. We take a privilege of welcoming more than 400 students to India. So earlier, people from Middle East, from India, they used to go to Australia. But Monash and MIT, they have come together, 400 students, they are part of our culture. Similarly, under the New Colombo plan, we have welcomed the highest number of students from Australia. Under the USAID programs, large number of students from US, Erasmus Plus from Europe. In UKRI, we became the largest partner of the British Council. And these are the students who came from the India Immersion program. And we had very good discussions with the Vice Chancellor, with the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Wajhad, who's a very capable CEO of Middle East and of this campus. We had very good discussions. And I think that we are launching very new programs which will not only strengthen our MIT University Dubai, but will also strengthen this region. One of the things which we feel is very important is that the world should know Dubai, and Dubai should know the world. So we are launching now in various streams of program, where the first part of the program can be in the home country or in Dubai. And the second part of the program can be in London. Third part of the program can be in USA, Singapore, Europe, Mauritius, Australia, France, Tashkent, and Canada. And we can do that with the support of KHDA. And with the support of the local people here. And this is going to give the kind of exposure which I think the students from Dubai would love to have. Also, we feel that Dubai is a center which can attract large number of international students. Phenomenal work, I think all the universities are doing. But I personally feel that Dubai has much more potential. It is not only the financial district, it gives environment, it's a free country, it gives a kind of knowledge, which I think that we can bring large number of students. The kind of network we have in Africa, the kind of network we have in America, the kind of network we have in Europe, in UK, in Singapore, I can foresee thousands of students coming here and taking up a part of their program in Middle East. And that is what the initiative we have thought that we should take very quickly at MIT University Dubai. So all universities who are present here, we will be very happy to welcome your students and to help them in getting these experiences, not only academically, we will also love to provide them with the exposure. They can work with the industry. I was talking to a few of the industry friends here. They will be very happy to give them the exposure what Dubai offers, and we can take them to the various countries to work on the exciting projects with the industry also. Just few days back, the Australian students were there, and they loved visiting Oracle, Reliance, Infosys, TCS. Three of them, they thought that they have to remain in India and to understand that what kind of ecosystem is there. So similarly, I think that we can bring these students and they can do a part of the program with you. We have identified a few areas, which includes management, economics, psychology, engineering, hospitality, tourism, fashion technology, and biotechnology, especially environment and sustainability to start with. This is another program which we are doing where the students, not necessarily that those who have got 100% marks, that they only get an opportunity to study in some of the top brands of the world. We will be offering them the foundation program, which is already at the place. Some of the leading stalwarts of the industry and academia, they have made it. They can do this foundation program, which will automatically give them the entry to the MIT University, Dubai, or MIT Education Group. They can study anywhere. And then if they do a part of this program, then the second part they can do anywhere in the world. They can do 2 years with us. They can do second part in Illinois. They can do second part in UK. They can do with Monash. They can do with Illinois. They can do with Queen Mary University of London. They can go to Nottingham. They can go to Brunel. They can go to Westminster. We have got 400 partnerships they can go. And the cost of these programs would be almost 1/4. So which means that if otherwise a student is spending somewhere about $200,000 to get the graduation degree or his post-graduation at MIT University, Dubai, or with MIT Education Group, the entire program will be available at less than $50,000. So this is going to create another revolution in the education industry, which we will do under the leadership of our founder, Dr. Chauhan, and Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, with the help of our Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellors. So these are the areas which we have identified. The dream of MIT is to help support every student of Middle East, every student of Dubai, every student world over who wants to have a quality education and wants to make up a career. 100 campuses across the globe, 35 universities, and most humbly contributing in whichever country we go. That is the vision. Thank you so very much for coming and helping us with this vision. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Group Vice Chancellor, sir, for this overwhelming bird's eye view of the Amity universe, as we call it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the privilege of being joined by our respected Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, sir. He's also the president of the foundation. I would request Atul Chauhan, sir, to please deliver his special address. Maybe there's a technical glitch. Mobin will confirm it to us. On this note, I'm equally privileged and honored to invite on stage our first speaker, the most erudite president and CEO of the American University in the Emirates, Professor Muthanna Abdul Razak. Amidst your applauses, please welcome President Razak. Over to you, sir.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is really my honor to be here with you in this conference. And the topic is very important. And it's one of the current issues here, and not only in United Arab Emirates, but everywhere. And as a researchers, we should engage ourselves in a practical research rather than theoretical one. I'm not a technical guy. I'm not an AI. I'm not a businessman. I'm an educator for more than, I can say, 35 years in higher education. I don't want to talk about myself because everything in the bio, what I have achieved in my country and now this is my country because 26 years here. People, when they ask me, where are you from? I say, from United Arab Emirates. So when they asked me to join, I decided to link 4 areas. It was in my mind: digital technology, sustainability, business, and academia. So say, let us go to digital technology. And so I went there to the ChatGPT. I said, I'm a president of X. I have a presentation at MET. There's a conference. Please give me the presentation. Immediately, about 120 slides. I say, please help me to simplify it and minimize it. About 40. Still, I ask how many minutes I will be here. They told me, I think 10 minutes. So how am I going to explain all those? I said, let me ask again. Could you make a diagram for me, please? And the diagram was, if somebody can explain to me this diagram, anyone can here explain the last diagram shows me. Yeah, this one. Even look at thank you. I would say thank you and I leave, okay? Because we have a conference. This is the diagram. Can you understand it? Even there is a spelling mistake by ChatGPT, because we don't know who's the finder, the feeder, who's giving the information. Can you trust it? So I'm not going to talk here. What's this? About plenty, okay? What shall we do? Technology, fine. Sustainability, fine. Business, fine. But what about academia? What shall we do? What is the future? What is the negative impact? All of you now, when you say digital technology is the best. We need to sustain. We need to do this. We need to do that. But how we thought about the future? What will happen if we're going to depend 100% on such technology? So I'm sorry I jumped in because they told me 5 minutes. I didn't say Dr. Saif, Dr. Singh, Dr. whatever. Is really honored to be with you and all the guests and the students. I'm very happy because the students are here. We should engage the students from day one when they join any university in research, because those are our leaders in the future. And I don't know if you know, I mean, I'm going a little bit far off from this. I don't know who here, they have read the vision of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Allah yahfadhah. Who? So, Dr. Saif. The name? Dr. Ahlan wa sahlan. Dr. Who else? No one. Not 30. 2071. The vision of 2071. Why 71? Why not 70 and the Sheikh make it easy for us? We don't know. Because 100 years of the Sheikh, His Highness Sheikh Zayed, Allah yarhamah, tayyib Allah tara, has founded this country, unity, in 1971. So Sheikh Mohammed gave us 100 years to achieve his vision, 4 pillars. The first one, education. The first one, I'm not going to tell you about the second and third and fourth because you should read it. I cannot, I'm talking to students now. I will not fish for you. I will teach you how to fish. Universities should educate, encourage, motivate, inspire, help, open the doors for the students. They will receive from them brilliant ideas. Don't shut their mouth. Let them talk, even if mistake or wrong. They make mistake or wrong, we can correct them because we are the teachers. So here, research from day one. So now, anyone can explain this? Therefore, I went back to the beginning and I said, okay, let me ask this technology to help me to answer 2 questions. This one, how our digital technology reshape business, reshape education? Okay, And then what roles? Academia. I said, diagram, please. I don't understand it. Only blue areas, they say those areas that they are using a lot of digital. What's this word? Huh? What's this word there? Digital what? They are existed in the dictionary? No. Can I say yesternight? Yesteryear? Yestermorning? Well, yesterday, yes. But let us invent such words. Why not? If the ChatGPT is inventing such words for us, let us do it. Because we have to be creative, students, initiative, critical thinking, making decision crisis, technology, practice. Theory, I think, is not more than 30% in education. 70% hands-on experience, sir. We want to graduate because now universities become service providers. When students graduate from here, when they go to you for interview to give them a job, you will never ask them who was the chancellor, who was the vice chancellor, who was the dean, what textbook you have read, what's your grade. You will say, what do you have? How much experience you have? I have challenges. Can you help me? Why should I hire you? So here, we should prepare them for the job immediately. And little bit of training. So this is the industry. I think they say industry here, yes? Therefore, I'm talking to them. So they say 70% use and 40 trillion adding values. Do you trust? This is 70 and 14. Who's the feeder of this? Who are they? We are the users, but we don't know who's giving this information. Can you rely on those? Credibility, reliability, trust. So I went back to Google to check because I don't want to put some figures here. Somebody will say, what's this? Okay. And only those areas. Okay, this is not screen. So hands-on experience, I mean, health sector, finance, accounting, banking. And I ask another question. The sectors, how much they use technology, sustainability. And I found the education, which is my sector, 10%, only 10%. So we are the producer of AI people, bachelor, master, PhD in AI, we are utilizing only 10%. So how come? So what does it mean here? The doors of the carpenter are broken. True or false? How? How we are producing such people while we are only using 10% of technology? We're scared, maybe. Maybe funding, maybe cost, maybe cybersecurity. So I don't want to take you through all these. Look at here. It's very difficult. The diagrams are from technology. This is the growth in education and AI. Okay. I will leave this here to you so you can share the presentation. It's no harm. There is no copyright, by the way. This is from the ChatGPT. So it's not my IP right. Okay, so take it. You can take it, no problem. And we talk about academia, case studies, and Dr. Singh mentioned the case studies, training, hands-on experience, field visit here. Equip those futuristic leaders with experience. Okay, we move more sustainability, whatever. So let me talk, and I don't want to mention I don't want to market AUE because our system, more than 60% in AI, even can deduct student at risk. What is the semester here at this university? 16 weeks. We should not wait until the end of the semester and the students will fail the course. So the system can give you indication. After 2 weeks, 3 weeks, be careful. Teacher, by the way, I'm using teacher because I'm a teacher. Forget this, professor, whatever, faculty members, teachers. So my job is to teach. This is the aim. My job to inspire. My job to encourage. My job to advise. My job to let them understand. So if they fail, after all this work, who's the failure? I'm the failure, not the students. I failed. How to teach them, to make them to be successful in their work. So let us move from all this, what we have done. So this our system can give red flag. Be careful from the beginning. Okay, here. The challenge is facing us. We don't know really, we're scared. Just let me tell you, or just something. After we discovered, I don't know which year, which century, the gasoline to use by automobiles, yes? I think 1920 something, 1915. It was a huge change. But see what happened by the gasoline and by the heat. Now we're talking about what? Atmosphere. So we don't know about the system. What will happen? Yeah, so this is the story with that, because this is, I will leave this to you. As a challenges, we have to prepare ourselves. We need time action plan. We have to think. And at AUE, we believe nothing is impossible. Students, your limit the sky. Don't stop. Impossible is possible. Impossible is not in our dictionary. And this guy who said, quote, we should sue him. Do you know why? This does not belong to us, to AUE, I mean. Do you know why? Belong to whom? The ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. We need to read. Since we are here in this country, we need to know each single issue. Thank you very much, because they are saying.
What an erudite address, sir. I think he has to leave, so I would request Vice Chancellor and Group Vice Chancellor to please felicitate our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, MIT is proud to confer upon Professor Razak Global Academic Excellence Award. Yeah, we do. Please keep the applauses coming for Professor Razak. We thank you, sir, for your time and for these wise words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Muthanna Abdul Razak, the President and CEO of American University in the Emirates, Dubai. We are thankful to you, sir, for your participation. Up next, it is my equal pleasure to call upon the dais Dr. Aap, Chairman and Center for his thoughts.
Before our next speaker takes a stage, I would like to inform all the audience that Dr. Atul Chauhan, the Chancellor of MIT University, he is being awarded at CIA today for filing one of the largest patents in the world. So he's there in the function, but he's sending his good wishes to all of you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, I should say. We are in university. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And that is said by Nelson Mandela. So he emphasizes on education. And so the same as our father of a nation, if I quote him as well, on the education, which was Mahatma Gandhi. And we see the results. At the time when we got freedom from British rule, hardly we can see, I was just, not with ChatGPT, of course, if that was, it says, but yes, we all know that, 16% was the literacy of India, the Indian diaspora we are talking about before 1947. And where we are, you all know. We are teaching the world. We are leading, by example. It is. So today we are called upon to wield the weapon in the service of two great forces, which is going to lead our future. And that's the theme, which is sustainability and technology. These are the two great forces, without a doubt. But at the same time, when it is the advent of something new, as Professor Mahana was talking about, that when the gasoline came and automobile came and what we see the results, definitely, without a doubt, we always say that everything is for good, but at the same time, it is us, how we use it. Do you know that there are some of the creators in the world, the big names, and who regretted before leaving this world for his innovation? The person who made the Kalashnikov, you research, you Google, you will find him. The person who made the nuclear bomb, you know that, the regrets. So these are the lessons which we should learn, how we are utilizing the resources which we or someone has created for us, for a better kind. Now let's go on the subject, because sustainability, if we talk about, I'll make it more sort of interactive. I'll make it more sort of like, because here we are talking with a diaspora, which is academia. We always talk about with the leaders in our corporate world in a different scenario, and we challenge each other. But here we are not here to challenge each other. We are here to learn from each other with the experience. I always say that the people, which is probably our Vice Chancellor will not, or even the Vice Chancellor and Dr. Gurinder Singh will not take me seriously, because education, when we talk about all Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, even in Islam, as we say, that our Prophet said about education, that even those days, Arab and China was so far that it was referred that even if you had to go to people, to China to gain education, you should go there. So this, what you will not agree with me today is this piece of paper, whether we are a PhD, whether we are masters, whether we have the bachelor's degrees and all, is it effective 100% when you come to any industry, unless you are nurtured with those people who have burned themselves. And then here, most of the people are Hindi. Also, I can use some words of Hindi as well. We say that जब सोना बनता है तो आग में उसे जलाया जाता है. So the translation, I should put it as well, that if you want the gold to glitter, to look as a gold, it has to be burned. It has to go in the furnace. So be ready. Don't just think that from Amity or from Xware University, you will take the degree and certificates and you have reached where you want to reach. No, you had to go through that pain. You had to burn yourself. That is what. Now, two questions, simple and very simple questions which I should ask. One is to the student. Everybody is trying to take some education. But behind that education, what is important? Anybody can tell me? Anyone from many campus students have come. What is that? Do you ever thought, what drives you to the world forward? Let's put it that way. Paraphrase the sentence in a different format. What drives the world forward? Anybody can answer? Some might say technology. Some might say education. If you would add sustainability. But at the core of all this progress which we see today lies one unifying factor, and which is purpose. A purpose which gives us a meaning to this education, innovation, and we talk about ultimately our lives which we make. Have we ever thought of what is the purpose? That's more important. So wherever you go, boys and girls, think of, don't take out from your mind that we carry a degree which a gold medalist I am, unless you have a valid purpose. And that purpose, if you will nurture, that will take you in different dimension. That will take you and lead you where you want to go. So today, I would like to take a journey of purpose, where we intertwine ourselves with the values of sustainability, with the values of the power of technology, and the transformative potential of brighter and higher education we are talking about today. Have you heard in schools, I believe, because I was educated and put in a school where half of my education was below the people tree, which was पेड़ के नीचे हम लोग बैठ के पढ़ते थे. And one of my teacher, of course, and I hail from a small city called Jamshedpur, and this was Loyola School. He was an American teacher. He used to take me to that school. So our schools, we have like church school in Jamshedpur, Loyola schools. There were 2-3 English schools those days. And luckily my father was academic. He was a professor of medical college in Jamshedpur. So I hail from the family of teacher, son of a teacher. So I know the worth of education. So I was always say, padho, 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 padho. Nahi padhega nalayak, kuch nahi, nothing. You will not get anything. Padhega nahi to kuch nahi. Padhega to kharab, nahi padhega to kharab hoga. This is all which we used to hear always. And I used to start hating. And what happened was, as I said, purpose. One day I asked my dad, and my dad used to always ask on the dining table when we used to sit together with all, we were like 5 brothers and sisters sitting, and always used to ask some questions. So one day I asked that question that I want to ask you. one question. Okay, you always say, if you don't study, you will fail. Even if I fail, if I drop out, but tell me whether what you're doing, where you want to see me, if I reach there today, you think you will be the happiest person on earth? He said, probably. I said, no, that's not the answer. I would like to see the happy faces globally. If I start nurturing from my own colony and from my own city, from my town and from my nation and from the globe, then I go gradually. Not only you will be happy as a proud parent, but others. And after that day, he never asked me, go and pado. Though I did my engineering, I wanted to go in medicine but my dad said, ये तो नेता आदमी है, बैठता नहीं है, एजुकेशन के लिए, मेडिकल के लिए तो 14 घंटे बैठने पड़ते हैं, इंजीनियरिंग कर लोगे, निकल जाओगे. So that's the way. Okay. So the story which I was telling you was to narrate. There's this, in a small village, there lived a farmer. And that farmer who decided to grow a bamboo tree. So what he did was every day he put a seed, and after that he started watering that seed. And he started nurturing with the soil and everything. Nothing is happening. People pass us by, they are going and they're mocking on him. He said, what are you doing 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? And every day is doing the same. After 5 years, there was a small shoot bamboo came out. And within 3 months, the bamboo, if you know, it grows very fast after that. It became 90 feet. So the moral of the story is that when you want to grow, build your foundation first. If you don't build your foundation, which will take some time, nothing is, then you will have the shoot, which will soon take you up, but you can only be herbs and shrubs, but you can't become an oak tree. And if you want to become an oak tree, you have to nurture. You have to put yourself in a strain. Coming on the topic to close there, because there's a restraint of time, and I'm told that even the Vice Chancellor, I believe, they're waiting at the patrons. Purpose, I will just close there, that I have changed many of the time my career. I started my career under Rusi Modi in Tata Iron Steel Company. He was my boss, direct. And we were 3 musketeers, Aditya Kashyap, Aftab, and Sanjay. Aditya passed away, God bless him. Sanjay is in US. I am here in front of you. But then I learned a lot there. From there, when I came to this part of the world more than 3 decades during the Gulf War, when everybody was running away from this country, because nothing was there. And I came in a different world altogether, different career. Being an engineer, what I was doing there in the management after my MBA engineering and all that, I came here to this part of the world and to join a company called Olympus KeyMed. Olympus, Japan, KeyMed, England, they have a JV, they make endoscopes. In your mind, it will go immediately, medical endoscope. It's not just medical endoscope, it's the endoscope they make for oil and gas industry, for aviation industry, for all the industry you talk about. Because it's a fiber optic cable, which they use it. You see at the bottom of the plane when you get down, and the ground engineer checking something, which is they are using the endoscope, the same thing, okay? I got so bored because Middle East and Africa, I was the marketing director, I left there. And again, jumped in another career. And I became Al Rais Group, which is a prominent group here. And I ended up as a group managing director and CEO for almost working for 13, 14 years for them to start my own with a company which is very huge here, this part of the world, also in India, which is ETA Star. I joined hand with them as the partner. And then that's what's all together shipping and marine and oil and gas and all those cross-country pipeline, doing drilling and, refurbishment of rigs, all those things. Then I saw the potential and I don't know, somehow I took my plunge into insurance, and the broker who was serving me for last 14 years, I acquired 25% in that company. And gradually we took over that company. Then we jumped also to find 15 years back, a technology company. Today we are proud to represent TCS. We are the only exclusive partner for the TCS in the entire Gulf region to serve for the banking and insurance sector. Similarly, after insurance, then I had the ADHD to start with reinsurance. Then in DIFC, I started reinsurance broking here as well in Singapore. And now we have branches in different parts of the world taking care of India. We just had the license in Gift City. We started there. Now coming to the purpose. During COVID, I just realized what we are doing in insurance. We cannot go out. The people, they're in distress. They cannot go out. How can we help them? That's the only way to help them was people were searching everywhere to buy insurance online from their bedroom. And I realized the fact that InsurTech, technology and insurance, amalgam of both, this is the only solution we should have. And my company, Baizat, which most of you, if you know here, we are a proud partner with Mubadala. They have invested with us. And we are in Saudi here as well. We delivered to the people, but at the same time, there were a lot of pain points. And we sat together in 2023. I represent insurance industry in the United Nations in Geneva. I presented a plan that I'm coming with a global association of InsurTech professionals, which is the need of the hour, because there is no advocacy group. There is no one to guide them on the compliance. And people, the innovators, they come with this, many of the inventions which they have in their kitty. But then when we go to the regulators in different parts of the world, they are thrown out. So the first creation of Global Association of InsurTech Professionals, we first thought of launching in New York and then take it to different parts of the world. But then I was asked, especially thanks to one of the greatest resources which I have created here was all my local fraternity. They became ministers also, like Mr. Gargawi today and all. I went there and he said, after more than 3 decades you have been here, start with here and then you take it anywhere you want. So first NPIO under DIFC was Global Association of InsurTech Professionals, which was launched last year. A soft launch was done in Saudi Arabia this year, and this year in Global Economic Summit in India, in Mumbai, in August, I launched there as well. We made an interim board there, which is led by Mr. Vijay Kalantri, who is the WTC chairman as well. There is a purpose. This is a non-profit organization, but I do understand that if commercially everything is viable, but at the same time, we always think in mind, whatever you are doing, you should have a purpose. And if I am not coming to that particular purpose to deliver what I am here, then there's no need of that. The only thing which I can say, this is coming from the grandma's, some of the recipes. A boy who is walking on the seashore just after there was a tsunami. And a lot of jellyfish, starfish, everything was outside. This boy started picking one and throwing, picking one and throwing. Some passerby is going, are you Majnoon or what? What are you doing? This will 100 years it will take. What will happen? It will serve the purpose what you are doing? So his reply was very diligent. While throwing one, he said, it makes a difference to this, to that one. Let's do that. Start from one. whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing, just next to you, whoever it is, your neighbor, where you are sitting, check, how can I help? And that's what it is. We will make a sustainable future for all of us, and the world will be more peaceful. Let's not just get into ourselves that artificial intelligence is something which will lead and which will take over in a negative sense. No, we are the creator. So we know that God has created us. He knows the mankind as well. He can control. So we can also control AI, not to worry for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dubey. Please coming to the campus and blessing the students. And I'm sure that they will be coming to you for internships and for taking the projects. But thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aftab. With this, I would invite our next speaker, but would also request to please restrict to the time because there is paucity of time. We would request you humbly. Next up, we have with us Mr. Vineet Purushothaman, the Group Chief Information of Aster DM Healthcare. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, vice chancellors and dignitaries from the industry. I must say, it's a little difficult to follow after Professor Mutana and Dr. Aftab. I will take one step behind and just like Professor Mutana mentioned about His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. Oh, I don't know how many of you know about a story that he tells about the gazelle and the lion. Right? It's a story that we all have to keep remembering, and because there's so many good things happening in this country, and we all work here and have been contributing to the economy and to what Dubai is today. I thought one thing that each of you kids who come as students, I use the word kids, which is perhaps wrong. You are all students, adults who come on from various parts of the world and who are part of MIT University. I first thought of telling this is the story goes where it says when a gazelle wakes up in some parts of Africa in the morning, all that it is trying to do is run faster than the fastest lion, right? That's what's required for the gazelle to survive that day. The same way the lion wakes up, stretches, and he also is thinking that I have to be faster than the gazelle, else he'll starve. So there is no difference between whether it is Africa, whether it is anywhere. The lesson for all of us is that there is no time. We have to get up and run. And each one of you, in whatever programs that you're doing, in whatever curriculum that you are in, and I don't have to tell you guys that you have to run because you are young. It's difficult for some of us sitting here to actually run, get up in the morning and run, but we still do it. When I say run, it's not about literally running, physically running. It could be also running because from the morning, when you get up in the morning, if you spend that first few hours in thinking about what you want to do for the rest of your life, for the rest of the day, that's what perhaps it means. Giving that aside, specifically speaking about technology and sustainability, which almost have become words that I don't think anybody can avoid as words, as well as technology in itself is something that is part of our life. I don't think anybody now looks at technology as something different from your life. All of you have, starting from the morning, you pick up your phone, pick up your car, pick up your any device, it's all running on technology. Sustainability is another thing that I don't think anybody can avoid. It's hygiene, because I believe sustainability is all that we do so that this world is available or good for our kids to live. It's as simple as that. Everything that we do is to keep it sustainable and so that we have Earth ready for our kids. So there's a lot happening. It was interesting to listen some of the conversations. I'm sure people like me who are the Chief Information Officer, and I've got Sunil sitting here, we represent the technology fraternity. And there were a lot of things that we have. Technology is not anymore something that people are trained on. Technology is not anymore seen as an enabler. Technology in itself is a driver. Technology in itself is something that is present across all industries and everything that we do. So, and when you and every technology solution and everything that you now learn and do, all that everybody as practitioners do is to make it sustainable technology. If you don't have a sustainable solution or sustainable technology, it's better. It will never live the rest of the life. I would want to just conclude by saying that each of you, whether you're doing, I'm sure, again, like I said, irrespective of whichever program that you're doing, I'm sure technology is inherent in all of those, and so is sustainability. Please, like I said, have that hunger in you. Please get up in the morning and run like the gazelle or the lion, and please put together all that you're learning in this for the purpose so that we make the world a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for keeping it short and sweet. I think these are the lines on which everybody aspires to go forward in sustainability. People, planet, and profit. With this, I would invite our next speaker to keep his short talk to us, Dr. Sunil Nair, CIO, Majid Al Futtaim Group. Sir, we are honored to have you here, and we would love to hear your thoughts as well.
Slight correction, I'm not a doctor. I'm a CIO here representing Majid Al Futtaim. I don't know how many people know Majid Al Futtaim. It's one of the largest Middle East retailer, having around 500, 600 stores, close to around 600 stores as we speak, representing 13 countries. It goes by the name of Carrefour, yeah. And we are the franchisee partners managing the entire Carrefour. The reason I'm bringing this into perspective is, we serve close to 700,000 customers per day. Yeah. And that's a huge number that you can think of. And where does this drive, or what is the backbone of this entire engine? It's practically technology as we speak, right? And as my colleague and friend Vineet said, it's no longer, technology is not a buzzword as we speak right now, right? It's more of saying that, is it a long-term game? And when you say it's a long-term game, it has to be sustainable to all the ecosystems that we talk about. When I say ecosystem, there are a couple of factors, right? One, a company which is running its own kind of processes. There are customers who are looking for sustainable technologies, right? And there are stakeholders, there are investors, right? So they are all talking about the same language, where we are talking about how do we blend technology and sustainability together. I think this is a broader message that, I just wanted to convey and leave it to you for you guys to decide on what is the potential use cases that you can think of. See, as a technology guys, we are here to help you understand what are the use cases and how practically it can be implemented. But I think most important part would be and that's where I think I can commit myself here to say that we as part of Majid Al Futtaim or Carrefour, or personally in my capacity, I think I will ensure that you have the right audience to ensure that whenever you start looking at thinking of internship or any project for that matter, come back to us, and if there are some synergies there, we will ensure that these things are happen. Yeah, I think the most important message where I want to leave you is we are not here to preach or practice something, and I'm not giving you my personal stories here. We all grown through the ranks. We all understood technology, and we are the only domain as we speak. We have seen technology and non-technology. Right from black and white televisions to color televisions to internet, whatever you call it, right? So the only generation which has seen everything right now as we speak. The whole point of this thing is, if the agenda would be is to ensure that we commit towards you guys growing in your own capacity. It's not about, I would not personally believe that, is it a race towards, looking at technology adoption? No, I don't think so. That is more important. More important for me would be is if you're happy to take up a particular job in whatever streams that you're looking for, and if you can manage sustainability as a campaign throughout this entire engine, that's the most important message that I want to leave at you. Yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet for that matter. What is more important is we can collaborate together. I think that's the most important message. And I am there to support you in any ways you look forward to. That's one commitment that I give you. Second is, as I said, if it is a participation from either side, as I said, we look for interns, we look for project sponsors, right? We look for ideas, right? There is always we do something called hackathons. So, we would be happy to do some hackathons with you guys here. So this is a commitment that I leave on the table. Yeah. Thank you very much. And I appreciate everyone who is there here on, how do I put it? People who are there representing the university, students who are there, who are listening to this conversation, all support from the industry, wherever we are possible, wherever it is possible, we'll ensure that we support you. And please reach out to us. That's the message that I would like to leave it to you. And any issues, any problems, if it is possible for us to solve in near real time or in a face-to-face interviews or online kind of thing, we are there to support you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, a beautiful correlation of sustainability and technology hand in hand as two yardsticks of business success. Before I call Mr. Vikram Krishna, I would request Group Vice Chancellor, sir, to please felicitate Mr. Vineet as he has a business commitment. He has to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, Amity University is proud to confer upon Mr. Vineet Purushothaman Amity Corporate Excellence Award. I would request the teams to please hand over the shield and the certificate. Mr. Vineet Purushothaman, keep the applauses coming, ladies and gentlemen. Group Chief Information Officer, Aster DM Healthcare. And also I would request Mr. Sunil Kumar to please step forward, CIO of Majid Al Fathem. The team to please bring in the certificates for Mr. Sunil Nair also. Mr. Sunil Nair, please. Sir, please step forward. Please keep the applauses coming from Mr. Sunil Nair, CIO Majid Al Fathem. We are thankful for all the opportunities that you have declared for Amity students, sir, and we remain committed to the cause. Up next, I would also request Mr. Vikram Krishna to please step forward for his address. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sunil Nair. It is my privilege to call upon the dais Mr. Vikram Krishna, the co-founder of Sacred Groves. His work in sustainability has been lauded by erudites globally, and I would request to Mr. Krishna to say a few words to all.
No, thank you very much. Delighted to be here today. When I learned that you're having a conference on sustainability and technology, I grabbed the opportunity and I thought I'll just spend a few minutes putting this into some kind of a context. So sustainability and technology both are such big words that one can be a student of these two topics for a lifetime. But I understand that over the next 2 days, you'll be discussing it in fair amount of detail. What I want to do today is to bring out one aspect of sustainability and technology when they come together, which is innovation. And at the root of innovation is asking questions and finding some solutions around them. Very often the solutions aren't obvious, but once you're on that path, they come their way. Yeah. So I'll tell you my little story, and it's something that I hope you resonate with, and you find your own story in times to come. So I'm very concerned, like all of you are, about climate change, and it's something that fundamentally upsets me. You know? And if you look at climate change, what's happening around you, we this year are experiencing the hottest year in human history. It's been the case progressively for the past 5 years. We're at 1.5 degrees above the baseline. If you look at the next 10 years, each year, we will be breaking our previous record. So we are heading into a 2-degree world, right? So the question that I ask myself is that I was a banker in my previous life, which is why I'm still wearing a suit. Why is it happening this way, and what can I do about it? And it's such a big problem to solve, right? And I'm just one person. So what do I do about it? So when went back to first principles. And one of the obvious reasons why the temperatures of the planet is the way it is because forests are getting cut, right? And nature is getting depleted at an unprecedented pace. So then I asked myself that what can I do to protect forests from getting destroyed? So we founded Sacred Groves along with Manisha, my wife, another partner. And 3 musketeers went about trying to save forests from getting destroyed all over the world. And that's really what our mission is as Sacred Groves. So we've protected 3 forests so far, not many, 3, but 3 is at least some forests. 2 of our forests have recently been awarded the national forest status in the United Kingdom. And we just got conferred that recognition from the United Kingdom this summer. And our forest in Canada has just been declared a UNESCO biosphere. So one of the fundamental things, which is why we are being recognized, is I asked myself, what can we do to make sure that these forests that we're protecting remain forests forever? And the fundamental thing is that today, and that's a provocation to all the faculty and all the students in the room and whoever's listening to it online, right? Today, our economic models recognize nature only when it is destroyed. So only when you destroy a forest do you get timber from it, and the land that's left behind is open for agriculture, industry, and other important human initiatives. So what we sort of challenged is that how do we make sure that a forest remains funded forever? And what kind of economic models can we come up with? So I'll just tell you 3, which in very briefly, because I understand there's a paucity of time, but I thought it'll be interesting for me to share it with you. The first model we came up with is called conservation tokens, right? So it's at the cusp of technology and sustainability. So essentially what we do is we create a digital twin of the forest, tokenize that, place that on the blockchain, and it's available to individuals all over the world to support for $50. They download our apps and they can see where the forest is, interact with it. And I'm happy to announce that people from 35 countries have bought our tokens and are supporting nature in more ways than one. So that was the first model. And it is now being recognized by Microsoft and also different organizations across the world, including COP. PwC has voted us as a climate tech company to watch. So that's the first model. The second model, which I find extremely interesting, is a lot of organizations will realize that when you add nature to your business model, you start reaching out to more customers, it helps build your revenue, and it drives innovation. So one of the programs that we've just launched recently in the UAE is with a bank here called Ruya Bank. It's a digital Islamic bank. I think it's one of the world's first digital Islamic banks. So they've made a commitment that for every 1,000 dirhams that you save with them, a square foot of forest is protected with Sacred Groves. And when you open the app, because it is targeting people like you in the room, they've created these micro moments of conservation happiness. So you open the app, you see your account balance, you see your interest rate, and a bumblebee will buzz across or a bird will fly out of the application. So suddenly conservation is coming closer into the customer journey for the bank, and it helps the bank differentiate and create new experiences. Last but not the least is a program that we call Junk to Jungles, which has also been widely recognized. There are more mobile phones in the landfill today than humans on the planet already. And e-waste is actually the highest growing category of waste on the planet as we speak, right? So every year, an area the size of the Great Wall of China is the amount of e-waste that gets generated by us. So what we've done with organizations is we take their past use electronic assets. We work with recyclers and resellers locally. Whatever value then we get from it, we plow that back into conservation. So junk becomes jungles. So why am I sharing these 3 examples with you? Is because when you combine sustainability, which is a very large topic, and technology, which is an equally large topic, and link it to your own purpose in terms of who you are, what you represent, and the difference you can make, magic can happen. So I wish you 2 days of magic and a lifetime of creating more magic for yourself, for your families, your community, and the planet at large. Thank you very much and enjoy your next 2 days.
Thank you, Mr. Vikram Krishna, for sharing these sacred thoughts from the Sacred Groves. Your vision and mission, indeed, is truly inspiring, whatever you're doing through that initiative. Up next, I would also be honored to call upon the dais Dr. C.A. Sahitrike Chaturvedi, Secretary General of the Indian Business and Professional Council, IPBC Dubai. Sir, we would love to hear your visionary thoughts.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, everyone. The honors to the Ameti family, I can say, the president, the founder, the chancellor, the vice chancellors, locally in Dubai. We saw the multi-country, multinational campus, the entire route. Within few minutes, we could have that the White House of Lucknow and the green valley of Jaipur, the 100 acres of Delhi, and then Canada, America, the UK. What a fantastic job that Ameti is doing. And today, as we are seeing, is sustainability and technology together. Generally, we are finding that the people who are in technology, they find that sustainability is something is affecting their job. And when we talk sustainability, the sustainable guys, that professors of sustainability, they think that technology is affecting the environment. But the innovative initiative has come today, and we are privileged, I am privileged, that first conference in the world and first time in Dubai, in the premise of Ameti University is taking place, which is combining together sustainability and technology. As the moderator was mentioning, I represent here from Indian Business and Professional Council, which is representing Diaspora Association for India in Dubai. Many of our colleagues in the steering committee and the office bearers are here, including Ameti University is one of our veteran member. Recently, we concluded a program with Ameti University where the chief guest was former Cabinet Minister of India, Srimati Smriti Irani ji. We, as Indian Professional Council, are at forefront of the policy advocacy measures, and we try to, or we aim to, bridge the bilaterals between India and the UAE. I refer the COP COP28 when our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the COP28 summit, and the direction what we got, we immediately in December 2023 organized a summit which focused, and Mr. Aditya is with us. He was one of the panel speakers in that. It was sustainability in retail industry. And from there, we created a series of the programs, we named it as Green Minds. 2 union ministers of India and the many dignitaries from UAE have presented in that. And tomorrow, we are going to have a program, the sustainability in the real estate and construction field. So many of the programs on sustainability we are conducting, and I'm humbled here to invite Ameti University, the professors to speak, share their experience. Also, the students, not just for sustainability, even we are conducting almost 60 to 70 programs and events in 1 year time. So if you take 52 weeks or 104 weekends, we are almost 70 events conducting in a year. And I will not take the longer time because I know, though the previous speakers, it was a very good learning session. But one thing I can mention here, what I was reading, that today's conference is 12/13 in 2024. And whenever we start a race, we are used to say 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see it here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for this energizing address. Indeed, some food for thought for all thinkers here. Up next, it is also my privilege to call upon the dais Dr. Nilay Ranjan Sen. He is the CEO of State Bank of India, Dubai International Financial Center. Sir, we are honored by your presence.
Thank you. Respected students and scholars, respected Vice Chancellor, Group Vice Chancellor, Pro Chancellor, and all the dignitaries. Look, I'll not speak anything. As Dr. Gurinder Singh has said, I came here and I thought, okay, if there is something wherein we can give you 1 or 2 lines out of all the 6 or 8 minutes boring speech. So no speech, nothing, just 1 or 2 liners, 1 or 2 stories. I'm an accidental banker, I told someone. In fact, I love to be on the other side because I've been in various universities, but I'm still a student. So I just wanted to give respect to myself. So I said, okay, respect to students first. And that is a fact also. Even Amity is close to my heart because I have presented 2 papers herein, and Springer is again because one of my article is a part of World Encyclopedia, which has come out of Springer. And I think one more paper is coming next month, most probably. So why I'm saying, look, I'm a student because I studied science. I studied from Banaras Hindu University, did my MSc in analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry has one subject as environmental chemistry and environmental science. But my professors used to say, okay, did you put up the light? Did you put up the fan? What are you doing for the environment? It was nothing to do with the environmental chemistry or environmental science. It was just because what small steps we can do. I do not print papers. I do digital, but then digital also, whatever is required to the extent digital, so that the energy conservation is there. No printing, no paper, as less as possible, I go for it. And as Sahab said, okay, if one person is making small change, if all are doing small changes, will become a big change. So I have not used ChatGPT. I never used ChatGPT. Though I'm sort of mix. I'm IT professional also. I'm certified IT professional. I'm certified information system auditor, but I do not use ChatGPT because it hampers your creativity. No, in fact, it was just because it was to make it fast. No, I have made presentation just for you because you said something which can be helpful for you. Because I was also a student. When I go there in an interview, I do not ask all these questions. No stupid question from the side of interviewer because it is very easy to ask any question. It is very difficult to answer those questions. So I don't ask any useless questions. It's a very sincere fact. I don't ask which teacher, which student, or which college, or what books you have read. I just ask very simple few questions, which is how will you do it? Whether you really want to come in. Everyone can answer it, but when you see, as you said, the purpose, you'll be able to see the purpose, whether they really want to come in or they just want to fake it. 6 slides because, and I tell that, okay, out of 6, 1 is topic, 1 is thank you, 4 is therein, so you'll not get bored. And again, I'm telling in front of professors because I love teaching. When I was a student, that time also I taught in various schools, in colleges also. Attention span maximum is 6 to 8 minutes. So I have said, okay, whenever it crosses 6 minutes, just raise the hand, I'll stop it. Not more than 6 to 8. So why should it be boring therein? Okay. Only one thing, it is for Amity. Superb campus, I'll say splendid work in the field of education, and education and sustainability come together because sustainability gives you the substance. I'll say sustenance, and education gives you the substance. One of the language, Sanskrit. This is very near and dear to me. I don't know how many people read Sanskrit now because I have studied in my school. Unfortunately, I have studied few languages. I'm having degree in Spanish, diploma in Spanish, certificate in, no, diploma in French, certificate in Spanish, and B2 in German. So, but then Sanskrit, unfortunately, I had to, but fortunately, I have to study in school. So one of the best and most sustainable language. What is written there? Anna danang parang danang vidya danamata param annen chanika triptirya varjivang javidya. Offering of food is great. Offering of education is even greater. While food satisfies only momentarily, education satisfies during the entire course of life. So that is why I just wanted to come to this. This is something wherein you are in school, enjoy the school. Enjoy the school. What I say that okay, don't go for the books only because books will be there. Google is having more than enough. But then when you go to the teacher, just try to imbibe what they want to say. Like in, I think there's one saying, when the teacher gives you the information, he's called Adhyapak. When he gives you the information with the knowledge, he is called Upadhyay. One who gives the skill is called, I think, sorry, I just forgot. Might be one, I just forgot it. And one who gives you the wisdom is called Guru. So when you're in the college, just search for the Guru. Okay. 3E, environment, equity, and economy. As a bank, we do it, but it is not the role of a bank. We are the largest green lender. We're the largest in social security. We are the largest in financial inclusion. We are the largest in social assets creation. But then all these things are just for the bank. As an individual, for us, it is more important how to understand the sustainability, and for that education is required. Why I'm saying in higher education, in India, in many training programs, if it is having a certain number, Hindi is required. You have to have one class for Hindi if it is of certain stature, I think certain period. Reason is very simple, that message has to be spread. The same thing, why don't you have sustainability as in every program? Why should be one program for sustainability? There are two things, two aspects. One, sustainability in education or educational sustainability. So in every education, there can be sustainability because through that, you come to the society, you get the empowerment. But again, why not in every education you have sustainability, a part of sustainability? Okay, small things, campuses, you have made the green campus. Yes, the LEED certified. So that is wherein small changes in every course, small few things, and there is sustainability. Technology is just a tool. Use it effectively. Nothing special. Yes, this is why I wanted to say, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, education is what makes a person fearless, unity, aware of your rights, and inspires him to struggle for his rights. So aware of your rights, then if you are really aware of your rights, you'll be aware of your duties also. Duties towards society, duties towards environment, duties towards future generation. And if you learn these three things, sustainability, education of sustainability is complete, nothing required. The most important thing, which I always say, okay, it's not for the bank, it's not for any business, it's for everyone. Who doesn't know Mahatma Gandhi? Forget about customer. Any person is the most important visitor who comes to us. Atithi Devo Bhava. We say, so for anything and everything, I have never seen any quote better than this. For any business, for bank, for anyone. Whoever comes to us is most important visitor. He is not dependent on us. So that we have to remember. This is interconnected world wherein we all are dependent upon each other. We all collaborate. If we have this feeling that okay, someone is dependent on us, I do feel that okay, we lose the real purpose of being a human being. Okay, again Sanskrit. Just forget everything except one line. Okay, why I'm coming to Sanskrit now and again, because lots of wisdom. When I go to Google, whenever I search, straightway it goes to scholarly search, because normally I do research. So Google has also got some confusion. It does not give me the simple result. It goes to scholarly search. But when you come to Sanskrit, all together in few lines, not like what Professor Rajak said, you search for something in ChatGPT, your You don't actually what you'll get. You search for all these things in Sanskrit, you'll get just 2 lines. Okay. So I just made this PPT to make you believe that, okay, first I'll not stray out of time, not stray out of topic. And more so when you make presentation to the interview board or when you go to the industry or anywhere, make it simple, few things, and those few things would be outstanding. Every tea vendor cannot become the prime minister, but every tea vendor can bring quality into his teas so that everyone wants to come to. So that is the message. Like I didn't want to have anything other than this. Whatever you do, as a bank, I would have, otherwise, other than the banker, I would have loved to come to the university every time, whenever I get the chance. The moment I received the email, I said, yes, I love to be there. And more so, being at the last bench. So who were in the last, normally that is a favorite place wherein I wanted to be. I think because you get the perspective of the whole world when you're at the last. So kudos to the last benches and thanks from my side. Thanks for calling me.
Thank you very much, sir. I think you've drawn the central point which every speaker has been emphasizing on: people, planet, and profit. And I think these are the essentials for a sustainable future. Up next, we have our last speaker, but as I always say, last but never the least, we are equally honored to call upon the dais Mr. Aditya Singh, Head of International Jewelry Business, Titan Company Limited. So we would love to hear your thoughts.
So by the time he's setting up the presentation, first of all, apologies, my voice is completely gone. Yesterday, I could not hear myself. Normal, regular flu and all just going on. Today, I'm in a much better shape. So I was so happy that I could come in today. To begin with, I think the similar point, when I first received the email from Dr. Gurinder saying, you should join this conference. And I looked at the details of the conference. Sustainability, technology, higher education. I was like, why is he inviting me? I mean, I am into luxury retail. And what am I going to do there? And so is the deck up? Yeah. So then I looked at, I'm like, I thought, let me look at my own profile, my own life. Who am I and what have I been doing? Why is he really calling me? And what I realized is there are traces of technology. When I was in TCS in North Europe, there are traces of luxury retail, which is there for a long time. I couldn't find sustainability. I could find little bit of higher education, which was in form of my father, my wife, my sister. Incidentally, my sister has done her PhD from MIT Noida. And then I said, hey, this is a chance. Let me bring in the perspective of technology, sustainability, and higher education, and try and see what can it do in the field of luxury retail. So that's what I chose for today's discussion, saying, how do we look at these aspects? And I thought probably it will become a little boring, little technical. So I'll keep it very, very short. But what I also realized, because I think yesterday I connected with the MIT team, what do you really want me to speak on? So I can go on these topics as long as required. But what do you really want me to convey, and what is the composition of the group is going to be? And when I learned that there is a students who have submitted papers, and in a book which is being out of the compilation, which is being done by Springer, and such a honored publication. I mean, first of all, kudos to all the authors whose paper is going to get published in Springer. I know, because I have the family members who have done PhD, I know how such a big honor getting a Springer publication is. The biggest challenge was, as soon as you hear the word luxury retail, you think of opulence. You don't need it. It is just against the word of sustainability. Sustainability talks about don't buy if you don't need it. And so the luxury retail is all about us trying to sell you things which you don't necessarily need, right? And that's where the dilemma comes in. I thought, let me first dig a little deeper into what exactly is luxury retail. sorry, just a little characteristic. We'll not go into all of these details. The idea is, and specifically earlier when I used to take certain sessions on luxury in different B schools, I used to ask this question to people saying, what exactly is luxury? And that's when the fine definition starts coming. For some people say, oh, a luxury house is a luxury. Luxury hotel is a luxury. High-end watches are luxury. And when you keep thinking about it, for somebody studying in MIT Dubai could be a luxury. So for somebody coming to Dubai and living in Dubai could be a luxury. But for somebody out there, getting an education could be luxury. So luxury means very, very different things for very, very different people. It is about the circumstance, the time in which you are, the thing which is not available and you really need it. That is luxury. And that brings me back to point that opulence versus sustainability. No, it is not just opulence. It is in your circumstance, what you need and you're not able to get. That is luxury. So it is not actually something which is very, very different. Brand heritage, exclusive products, exceptional customer experience, premium pricing. These are all characteristics of whatever is generally perceived in the consumer world from a luxury perspective. But increasingly, as we are seeing, and as the brands are realizing across the globe, it is not just about exclusive product. It is about having those products which respect the planet and the people, as you were just pointing it out, right? And then I thought very simple. I think if I were to look at this as a Venn diagram, right? And I look at luxury retail and sustainability. Now there are sustainable sourcing of raw materials as one area. Apologies for all the formatting challenges. In the field of jewelry, because that's where I am working currently, having conflict-free diamonds, having ethically sourced gold, it's an example of sustainable sourcing of raw materials. If you go into the designs, if you're using renewable energy, if you're minimizing waste, that's what your contribution towards sustainability can be. I'm like Stella McCartney's whole usage of fabric, which is biodegradable. It's a classic case study there. Or when you're constructing retail spaces using green material there, that can be an example. And so that's the confluence of luxury and sustainability. But if we look at the confluence of luxury and technology, all the things related to blockchain technology, and Kering's case study is a great example, how you can trace all the way from source to who's manufacturing, what all value addition it is happening, where it is getting retailed, who is buying, where it is going as a dump later. So having a full view of the life cycle of the product. And even Louis Vuitton, for that matter, they have initiated this program called as LIFE. It's Louis Vuitton Initiative for Environment. And if you study that in detail, it is primarily that, keeping a full view of the product life cycle, right? Those are initiatives which companies are taking in the area. And if you then combine the technology and sustainability, then you have all the renewable energy, the circular economy models, the green mobility, all these are part. And the fun part is that we are having this discussion and debate in the city of Dubai about luxury and sustainability, because Dubai is the mecca of luxury. And so that's when I get confident, no, let's go and speak about this, because what better place than Dubai for this topic. Now, when you combine further higher education into this mix, then that's probably the last slide, saying from the higher education perspective, you look at all these things, and then you can actually run luxury sustainability programs. There are certain universities across the globe which have taken lead on this. Academia can be a very good incubator. We just listened to one of our esteemed panelists who's doing some wonderful initiative, but imagine about from the student community, from the startup world, if somebody has a great idea and is looking out for those. Today, most incubations are so focused just around technology, and they keep getting all these Series A funding, Series B funding. What if one of the academia, one of the institutions build up an incubation program around that? Then the cross-disciplinary research. And I just gave an example of what kind of cross-disciplinary research can happen. And when the academia comes out with these papers, it actually pushes the pressure back on the industry, saying the researchers are saying this. Are we adopting any of these frameworks into the actual business practice? And the reverse way, when the industry goes back to the academia and say, listen, we have been facing this challenge. Can you do a deep research into this? And that's where I think a lot of collaboration opportunities are there. And finally, teaching luxury brands to integrate. And I think it has gone down further, teaching luxury brands to integrate ESG into their core strategy. So the professors who are there out teaching to the students, they can actually conduct MDPs for the industry. How do you integrate ESG into your whole strategy, core strategy program? There's a lot of opportunities if you think about it. So the luxury in creative beauty that endures, not just in design, but its impact on the planet and people. That's the first part, which we also saw earlier. But when sustainability and education then lead the way, we craft a legacy that inspires generations. Right? With that, I'll come to the second part, and probably I'll take 1 more minute. And this is something I noted down when I was told yesterday that there will be students who are probably on the cusp of getting into the industry, getting into out of the academic world and into the world of working. I said, let me look back at last 1 year of my experiences and look at some of the points. I didn't included them in the deck, but I just noted them down. These are 5 or 6 bullet points. I'll not go into the detail of it, but I am here around my contact details. Happy to discuss any of these topics with anybody of you in detail. First point, global economy is continuing to grow despite hiccups. So please stay positive. If you look at, you take a period of 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, it is unidirectional. The global economy is growing. It might take some time, some incidents happen, World War happen, COVID pandemic happen, Great Depression happen. There is a blip, temporary blip, but the direction is that the global economy is growing. So keep positive. That's the second is the biggest resource for anyone is perspective. You can choose to have an attitude of a cynic or that of optimism. And the choice is in your hands. You can read as much on any given topic, you can read as much negative or as much positive. The choice is yours. Third, a very important thing, don't ever worry about impressing anybody else. Do it for yourself. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are researching, writing, going somewhere, do it for yourself, not for impressing somebody else. Right? Fourth, no amount of advice or counseling will work if you don't love yourself. And that's the first thing, right? You first need to be confident of whatever am I, in whatever stage, whatever place, I should have a gratitude about that. That today, if I am standing here in this country, in this city, and in this university, I am privileged. There are not many people who would have been there, much more competent out there, but are not standing here. I'm grateful for that. And so should all of you be. You got an opportunity to actually be part of this beautiful conference and were able to write a research paper. So feel gratitude. 2 more things. In the biopic of your life, and think about this carefully. If ever there is a movie being made or a book being written about your life, are you going to be the central character in it? Or are you just being a support to somebody? Are you just out there? What are you doing? Are you living your, and this is where I go back to you, are you living your life with purpose? What is the purpose of your life? And is that journey, is that movie, is that biopic, is that book about you and not about what you are doing for characters around you? Last, and I use your word, not the least. Leadership is opposite of victimhood. Think about it. We always talk about the topic of leadership. Have you ever wondered what is the opposite of leadership? What is the antonym of leadership? It is victimhood. When we try to externalize, when we try to complain, when we try to blame somebody else, that feeling, that expression is the opposite of leadership. A true leader does not blame. A true leader does not complain. They do not externalize the problem. Parking नहीं था तो इसलिए मैं late हो गया. Traffic बहुत ज़्यादा था. That's the reason I got late. No. I got late because I chose to start late despite knowing that on the way traffic will be there. Right? Absolute last thing. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I asked her a few days back on her birthday, 30th November, saying, Ashi, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because she's at that stage when she can choose her career and all. She said, give me some time. Let me think over it. I have been thinking, but give me an overnight time. Next day morning, she got up. I asked that question again. And she said, Dad, I want to be kind. On that note, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aditya Singh, and what an interesting perspective on sustainability, which validates the University of Contrasting Concepts. So much positivity in the room and an almanac for a wise and happy life. With this, we do come to the closure of the session, but we do acknowledge the presence of Mr. Al-Amidar Ahmed, the head of higher education. So we are thankful to you. And Mr. Khalid Al-Huwaidi from the Regulation and Permit Commission from the KHDA. We are deeply honored for all the guests. And before we come to the closure and felicitations, I would request my worthy colleague, Dr. Rajneesh, to please step forward for a brief introduction of the plenary sessions for the authors and the teams who are part of the conference. Dr. Rajneesh, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Dean for School of Humanities, Arts and Applied Sciences at Amity University, Dubai. And believe me, it is really overwhelming for me as a faculty to listen to so many distinguished speakers. It was overwhelming because I can see hundreds of years of experience sitting over here. Most of the presentation are worth a research paper itself. Thank you so much to be here. Thank you, Group Vice Chancellor, to bring this conference at Amity Dubai. It is very important for us as academicians to engage into this fruitful discussion of how we can integrate these three things, which very beautifully Mr. Singh has explained. And my work is to give you a quick snapshot of what is going to happen in next 2 days. I was going through the papers, the list of papers which we are going to present today and tomorrow. And I was really very excited and happy to see some of these papers. My favorite ones were, I'll read a few topics. It says, integrating sustainability and technology innovations, shaping the future of higher education. It has been written by a few authors from India. We have authors from China, we have authors from Oman, we have authors from many different countries. And as Group Vice Chancellor has explained that we have received over 700 papers for this conference. And very carefully, we have selected only 28. I'm very excited to go through all these presentations tomorrow. And the major topics which have been covered here are digital transformation, evolutionary learning, higher education, systems thinking, competitive advantage, evolutionary learning, strategic management, dynamic capabilities, digital revolution, and so on. Once again, I thanks all of you to attend this session, and I look forward for the fruitful discussions for the next 2 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajneesh. And
thank you, sir. Thank you for reminding. Tomorrow at the closing ceremony, we have alumni meet. You will not believe we have thousands of alumni who have studied from across the Amity campuses in India and the world, and they are working in Dubai. Whenever Sir organizes these conferences, lot of people, lot of alumni, they love to come with their families, with their kids, because they see that Amity, they studied in India or they studied in some other campuses, but then they see that Amity has come to us in Dubai. We need not to go back to India to meet our professors, to meet our alma mater. we come, Amity Dubai itself is providing a platform for them. So tomorrow at 5 o'clock, our alumni meet is there. There are a lot of alumni who have registered, who have studied from different campuses. Thank you so much, sir.
Since we are talking about the Amity family and the alumni, everybody who's part of Amity, ever we interact even once, we believe in Ubuntu, which is an African phrase which says, I am because we are. So we are thankful to you. We are because you are there. And with this, I would request Group Vice Chancellor, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, Vice Chancellor, sir, to please step forward for the felicitations. The teams to be ready. First up, I would call upon Mr. Al Mehdar Ahmed from Head of Higher Education, Knowledge and Human Development Authority to receive the honor. Please keep the applause coming for our friends from KHDA, Mr. Khalid Al-Uwaidi, Regulation and Permit Commission, Knowledge and Human Development Authority, Dubai. Amity is proud to confer upon KHDA officials an Amity Academic Excellence Award. Please also keep the applauses coming for Mr. Khalid Al-Uwaidi. And Mr. Al Mehdar Ahmed. Next up, I would call upon Dr. Nilay Ranjan Singh, CEO, State Bank of India, Dubai International Financial Center, Dubai. Dr. Nilay Ranjan Singh. So we are thankful to you. Next up, I would call upon Dr. Aftab Hassan, Chairman and CEO, Risk Exchange, Dubai International Financial Center, Dubai. Dr. Aftab Hassan, ladies and gentlemen, amidst your applauses. It is the small steps that matter in shaping somebody's life. Such a wise word of wisdom from Mr. Aftab Hassan. Please keep the applauses coming for Dr. Aftab Hassan. We are thankful for your participation, sir. Next up, it is also my equal pleasure to call upon Dr. C.A. Sahitya K. Chaturvedi, Secretary General of the Indian Business and Professional Council, IBPC, Dubai. It is also my pleasure, next up, to call upon Mr. Vikram Krishna, the co-founder of Sacred Groves. Mr. Vikram Krishna, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the applause coming for Mr. Vikram Krishna, co-founder Sacred Groves. Once again, for the last and the most brilliant talk of the day, I would call upon Mr. Aditya Singh, the head of International Jewelry Business Titan Company Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aditya Singh, giving a thundering round of applause for the wonderful talk delivered by him today and all the positivity he spread across the room. Thank you very much, all dignitaries. And it is now my pleasure to call upon Mr. Mo Mohasis to please give the vote of thanks.
Good evening. Today marks the commencement of an inspiring journey filled with knowledge sharing and insightful advices. I would like to express our sincere gratitude and profound respect to Dr. Ashok Chauhan, our visionary founder president, for his unwavering commitment to innovation and excellence. To Dr. Atul Chauhan, our esteemed chancellor, whose steadfast leadership and dedication to academic excellence illuminate the path for Amity's continued success and growth. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Vejat Hussain, CEO of Amity Middle East and Europe, Professor Gurinder Singh, Group Vice Chancellor of Amity Universities, Dr. Saif Al-Siari, Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Dubai, and Professor Rafid Al-Khadar, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Dubai, for their visionary leadership and invaluable support in making this conference a reality. We had the privilege of listening to thought-provoking addresses from esteemed speakers and their insightful advices provide us with a diverse and enriching perspective. We learn that importance of synergy between academic and business to drive sustainable digital transformation. We understood that we need to be the best we can be, Ghazal or lion, doesn't matter, but be the best. We learned we have to have a purpose in life and career. We also inform about innovative applications that can promote sustainability. We discovered that sustainability and technology can complement each other. We also inform about how the education provide purpose to sustainability and can help sustainability. And last but not least, when we had the presenter on luxury retail business, we realized how sustainability is recently been applied by different brand names and how the application of technology, in particular blockchain, in luxury business. A special thanks to organizing committee under leadership of Professor Gurinder Singh, conference chair, and our dedicated IT marketing administration staff, as well as faculty and students who have worked tirelessly to make this conference a resounding success. I would like to also welcome, as it's been stated previously, participation of SAP students. Thank you for your enthusiasm and insightful contribution that have truly set the stage for a remarkable event. As we conclude today, I'm eager to see what tomorrow holds. I wish you a restful evening and look forward to another day of learning, networking, and inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Mohasis. With this, we come to the conclusion of the session. We request IT team to please close the session. Thank you for your support always. And we'll conclude on this note that yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery. So today is a present. That's why we call it a gift. You must all enjoy. Thank you for your participation and look forward to future interactions.